Spirit Lake, Iowa,
Mm-hmm.
at the Indian Motorcycle Factory.
Cool.
We're gonna keep going.
Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Welcome to the Indian Motorcycle Manufacturing Facility in Spirit Lake, Iowa. It is my pleasure to show you around our plant. First produced in 1901 by Hendy Manufacturing in Springfield, Massachusetts, Indian Motorcycle moved to Spirit Lake in 2011. With a 414,000 square foot facility sitting on 23 acres of land and the capacity to accommodate 550 dedicated workers, the move made perfect sense. After 2 years of development, we began production of a new lineup of Indian motorcycles, marrying modern technology and performance with that classic Indian look. Of course, a lot goes into making an exceptional motorcycle. Please join me in the metal paint and weld department, where we begin the process of creating America's first motorcycle. As Indian motorcycle chassis have unique geometries, we use cast aluminum frame components in our products. This enables the building of the frame around the engine, instead of fitting the engine into a fully cast frame. Furthermore, as aluminum is a third of the weight of steel, we don't need to sacrifice the all-important power-to-weight ratio to create a strong core for the Indian. Before sending on to assembly, we give the parts a deep color in the metal paint department. This is a multi-step process that includes immersing the parts in an electrically charged bath, or e-coat, powder coating for color and finish, and baking at a high temperature to cure. There is over a full mile of conveyor chains running through the system, and the entire process takes 4 hours from start to finish. Our assembly line is over 400 feet in length and uses automatic guided carriers to move units from station to station. The AGC automatically adjusts its height at each station to ensure the operator has the perfect ergonomic position to work. Visual work instructions are at each station to guide the operator through the expected job process. Not only what they have to do, but what tools and materials they should have, and what protective clothing they should be wearing. Our skilled operators must remain proficient in as many as 4 different workstations. Our Andon system of overhead screens ensure a fast response to problems, making our assembly line a lean machine. The time to assemble one complete motorcycle with authentic American craftsmanship is around 3 to 4 hours. Brakes are a critical component of any vehicle, and here at this station, the brakes are fully assembled on the fixtures. Once the brake system is filled, a test machine cycles the brakes and checks for pressure at specific positions of the brake lever. All information from the brake assembly and fill process is printed on a label, which is then laser scanned into the computer system at the next station to certify we're building a safe and controllable motorcycle for pure riding freedom. The parts go through a state-of-the-art automated liquid paint system that stretches the entire length of the plant, incorporating over 2 miles of chain and 2 entire levels of the complex, one of which is underground. There are 6 paint booths, each containing 2 robots that are capable of coating 2 gas tanks in less than 30 seconds. Each booth applies one of the multiple coats of paint that are needed, including prime, base, color, and clear. Multicolor paint schemes require several trips through the system, and there are close to 500 different paint schemes which go into the building of the variety of models and colors produced in this plant. After the painted parts are cured and released from the system, they travel to an unload area where they are removed from the conveyor. Each part is buffed and polished by hand to remove any imperfections and goes through numerous inspections before it is considered refined enough to be assembled on an Indian motorcycle. This is the shiny part of the assembly process, where the bikes are starting to look more complete. Both lines are U-shaped to maximize usage of available space, and both lines use similar processes and equipment. This allows easy operator substitution if needed. In the trunk subassembly, all components are inspected for quality before being constructed. After fit-up, all electrical functions such as lights, locks, and speakers are tested, and the whole trunk is again inspected. In the Indian gas tank assembly, the tank is inspected, the fuel pump and float module installed, and the completed tank is checked for leaks using air pressure. The fuel level float is then checked for proper orientation. Our Kaizen area is key to the goal of continuous improvement in our manufacturing facility. Employees at all levels, from assembly to engineer, participate in the Kaizen philosophy, helping us identify and implement solutions to improve our processes and to redefine the manufacturer of premium motorcycles. Although our assembly lines use very similar equipment and processes between different production lines, their final product can look very different. From the midsize Scout and the Chief Cruiser to the Springfield Bagger and Roadmaster touring bike, Indian Motorcycle is still creating powerful, sturdy, efficient vehicles with a classic look and a modern feel. Here in Spirit Lake, we're making Indian motorcycles every day, but nothing leaves this facility without Indian's signature testing. So we're sure the vehicle is both safe and provides the exceptional Indian experience our riders have come to expect. Here we are at the Rolling Road, which simulates a road condition. We have 4 identical booths, and all bikes are tested using the same procedure. The engine is started for the first time, shifted through all 6 speeds, and held at 70 miles per hour. Every function of the bike is tested. Now, our testers like to think they have the best job on the planet because they get to go riding all day long. Of course, they log lots of miles, but they never actually go anywhere. After the Rolling Road is the final audit station, where the bike is again completely inspected for any flaws or discrepancies. The bike is then crated, covered, and ready to be sent to the dealer. Shipping to dealerships across the nation and the world is achieved through trusted carriers who certify a fast and damage-free journey to the showroom, delivering a premium motorcycle to our waiting riders. Thank you for joining me on this virtual tour of our manufacturing process. All of us here at the Indian Motorcycle Facility in Spirit Lake, Iowa, are sure glad you came to visit, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your time with us. Happy riding!